Hey guys, I'm Andi, fellow FPA student and former book boot camp alumni. I don't know what you guys want to call that, graduate. Anyways, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I just want to thank you so much because FPA taught me everything I know about book swapping and building a publishing business. And without you, I know my dreams could not have come true to really bring my passion of storytelling to people out there. So I wanted to share with you something that during my journey over the last 3 years, just bouncing from platform to platform now works, but I know that there's something better because working with other students and even onboarding, even my editor came on board and started writing her own book. She's like, how do I do this? How do I do this? Why is this so complicated? And I was like, there's got to be something better. And so if you just take a moment, if you could look at this, I built something that's everything under one roof, no more platform hopping. And let me just dive right in into bookbridge.io. So this is the page here, what I'm talking about, all the things that I went through as a student, nothing on your guys' side. But I'm talking about shady publishers, other authors, everything I've dealt with, and lack of friendly, user-friendly features. So let's dive right into the dashboard here on bookbridge.io. This is the dashboard. What makes it super easy and convenient is if we go over to the calendar view here, just a sec, I need to move my thing. Everything is here where they manage all of their swaps. This is like a color coded everything you have. This tells you exactly what everything is. Includes from solos, features, mentions, anything that's pending, promos are integrated, everything to start building your newsletter list. It's all under one roof. So instead of paying for Book Clicker plus Story, or excuse me, Book Clicker's free, but Story Origin plus Book Funnel, this one platform has everything, one login, one subscription. So, what I want to get into is really the swap accountability. And a lot of things, yes, Book Clicker and Story Origin and Book Funnel, some of them you have to have a preview, some they do clicks, and some one of them has both. But when it comes to messaging, changing your book types, how do you know what actually went through? This is where I feel like, hey, we can do better. So this is what I call the confirmation center. Total swaps. This is just my test account, so that's why you're not going to see a whole lot. But total swaps, total clicks, a breakdown of each. All of your books are in here of what you swapped, so you can have a look at what's going on, and then a financial summary for people who need to reconcile at the end of the year for their taxes. Like all of it is here. You can change your list view and calendar. And I know I'm going very fast, and I just want to show you guys everything under one roof without like diving into a 20-minute video, because who has time for that? Okay. But the swap accountability is what really matters. If we go back here, I can show you on my test account when I swapped with Veronica Thrills. She is my partner in this. Everything is right here. There's no clicks again. This is my test account, both of these. I'm Peyton Stone. Frida McFadden was my test partner. She doesn't even know it. We can leave real-time notes. Um, if there's a flag, like this has a built-in accountability, like rating system that's not based on personal feelings. It's based on real data. And one of the things I want to point out is messaging system or changing your books after the fact. Let me try to find I don't have any confirmed swaps right now, but that I can test on because these are all promos. Let's go right here. Okay, I could still leave a note. Had this been still live, I could change my book. I don't know if you've ever heard the other students saying, "Hey, I got a delay with my book. How do I message my people or change my books? It's not ready yet. It's not ready for release." Because we're releasing every 4 to 6 weeks. I solved that problem because I would be able to come in here, had the date not passed, and change my book, and my partner would get a notification. So the swap accountability is huge. And if anyone has ever been ghosted or you hear the complaints saying, "What do I do if they didn't share my book?" This solves that problem. So if you've ever been ghosted and you're like, "What happened?" This tells you what happened, and it's really hard for an author to get out of it. So when you go to the swap meet, you can see all available authors. Again, it's just my test account. This would be full. You can swap by all the genres, all the swap types. And if anyone's complained, hey, I keep going to people's calendars, but they don't actually show availability. This only shows availability if they actually have availability. That's really nice. It stops wasting our time, right? All right. The one thing that's really, really super important is how do new students start to grow their email list? Well, when I said I can replace Story Origin Book Funnel, I meant that. And that's called readerbridge.io. This is the sister site to bookbridge.io, and they talk to each other. So my file vault has all of my books from Bookbridge already linked. Okay, so someone signs up with BookBridge and ReaderBridge, one login, one connection, everything is kosher. You can upload your book here and it will be delivered to the readers. As you can see, I have my readers here, my test accounts to show what has already been downloaded and claimed. They have real-time analytics. Every single swap or any I should say action on a landing page, your reader magnet is accounted for. A lot of times I'm in the Facebook group and they just don't understand the numbers. It says 500 downloads, but I only have 349 new members, new subscribers. What happened? I break it down because I wanted to know the same thing too. What's going on with my signups? If this is 4 signups, then it better be accounted for where they're at. 3 were synced, 3 were actually new, 1 was already subscribed. How many times we have people resubscribing to our email list? That's, the breakdown is here. These are real numbers to tell you exactly what's going on. And you can block readers. I don't know how many times I've had people report me as spam. They're trying to get back on my list through another free book or promo. I'm like, no, baby, you're not coming back on. So that is also built in because I had not only stalkers, I'm not even kidding, from authors and readers just spamming my list, which then drops my reputation with actually, sending out my newsletter. And we don't need that. So overall, guys, I want to start to wrap this up. And I know I went really fast, but I just want you to know that I've been in the grind for 3 years. I went through boot camp. Everything works. Those other platforms work, but it could be better. I was so frustrated with just people. They're not FPA students, I don't know where these people come from, but anyways, overall, I just want something. If you think this could be something that your students could benefit from, I would love to present this to them or at least have some people try it out, test it out. There are some users on the accounts on their live version. As you can see, this is live right here, bookbridge.io. And how I compare, very competitive in comparing with the other 2 platforms out there. There is a free forever plan. It works. So Book Clicker, I understand free forever. We need that. And they can do everything here. And just like they have to pay for Book Funnel to deliver their reader magnet, Reader Bridge starts at $13 a month. Unlimited downloads. So everything is super friendly. I'm not trying to like nickel and dime anybody. I just want them to organically market their books with ease. One platform does it all and maybe even looks a little bit better. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm Andi. If Just thank you for watching. I just super appreciate you guys and everything you've done. Thank you.